And in your notes, if you would please write innate and learned animal behaviors. Innate and learned animal behaviors. Our learning objective for today is I can, that means you, categorize or sort and put into groups an animal's behavior based on it being innate and inherited or learned. Take some time to write here what you see in blue. We'll be moving on at 8:55. So, innate or inherited behaviors. That's what we're going to start talking about today. In your notebook, please write down the question, what is an innate or inherited behavior? It's important that we know that an innate or inherited behavior is a behavior that is passed down from parent to offspring. Remember, offspring is just a fancy word for children. So when I do this behavior, an innate or inherited behavior, no one's taught me how to do it. Yes, I was born being able to do this behavior. We need to know that these behaviors are with the animal from birth. Some examples include the ability to swim, not for all, but for animals that are aquatic. For example, whales and fish. They come out, they are born being able to swim because they are aquatic and oceanic animals. So it's important for us to realize that some behaviors that are innate for some animals are not innate or inherited for others. For example, we had to learn how to swim. In your notes, let's also write down some other examples of innate and learned behaviors. Write down that second question, please. What are some examples of innate or inherited behaviors? It's important for us to know crying. Here we go. Crying, that's a behavior that we exhibit, that we show, that no one had to teach us how to do. Crying, burping, blinking, swallowing, using the bathroom. Now, let me go ahead and be clear with that. Not being potty trained, but being able to just release urine or feces. That's not something someone had to teach us to do. We can expel of our own waste without being taught how to do that. That's why babies wear diapers, because it's just going to happen, okay? So when I say using the bathroom, I'm talking about peeing, and I don't want to say pooping, so I'm going to use the better word, defecating. That's the scientific word for pooping, okay? So using the bathroom, peeing, blinking, swallowing, crying, and burping, all of these are behaviors, and this is just some, that's not all of them. All of these are behaviors that a human doesn't have to be taught to do. They are born knowing how to do these things. Yes, that's called an innate or inherited behavior. You may see one or two of these words, and they may be used interchangeably. Please take some time to finish writing this down. We'll be ending this live session today at about 9:02. If you have any questions about your animal migration journal or any assignments that you're working on this week, please feel free to email me. Once you email me, I'm able to see if you need me to actually call you through Teams so I can give you some help. Okay. And it's always better to get one-on-one help with the teacher versus everyone being in the room. So we'll do that. If you have any questions, I'll set up an appointment with you this afternoon so that we can work through any questions you have. Okay. All right. So it's important too that we know that there are no